So I think a real conversation needs to be had about this topic right here, where people be calling in these fake threats into school, especially with everything that's going on, that's been happening with schools. Like, you have to take each one of these cases, even the fake ones, serious. And I feel like real consequences should come from that. Like, this is no game or joking or laughing matter with this stuff right here. But a high school student decided to fake a kidnapping call to get out of school. Let's get to it.
Champaign County 911, hello?
There's more.
Let's see, you're saying you did not make any phone calls. Okay.
I'm sure we've all tried to get out of school growing up, whether it was faking being sick or even pretending to be injured. But have you ever faked
or just straight up skip school? And I got caught. I definitely got caught skipping school. For sure, for sure. I'm still mad at this joker to this day.
being kidnapped? Well, that's exactly what happened here. A local high school went into an immediate lockdown after a student called 911 claiming she was being kidnapped and that the kidnappers were armed. This sent the entire school into an emergency response as officers rushed to find the threat. Let's see how this all unfolded.
Where is 2203?
There is no 2203.
When officers arrived, they received a report from the supposed kidnapped victim claiming she was in room 2203, a room that didn't even exist in the school. Officers began to suspect that the call was fake, but they still had to treat the situation seriously, as it could have been real.
Please initiate a hard lockdown. Everyone, please go into your classroom, close and lock the door.
Yo, what was y'all's high school lockdown code or wording or verbal command that they gave across the intercom? What was y'all's? Ours was "Don't give up the ship." I never understood what where they came from that was. But we knew if we was in homeroom that morning and you heard "Don't give up the ship," it was time to chill because you're finna be there for a while. You know what I mean? That test that you was panicking about, homework you might have forgotten to do, it's gonna get a little extension on that. You know what I mean? But ours was "Don't give up the ship." And I was like, what?
Please initiate a hard lockdown. Everyone, please go into your classroom and lock the door.
9928, they're on a hard lockdown.
Hey, we're gonna walk this.
We'll just walk until we feel comfortable that
Yeah. We'll connect in the further south hallway.
you want to.
Yeah. See, there's no 2203.
This is L.
This is L.
This is. I'm sure it's the line, but they're calling. Unfortunately, they're calling from a 911 only phone, so we can't.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, when I came upstairs, so you found the person?
No, we have not, but we have a bunch of officers on their way and a sergeant is on his
Okay.
way. Sergeant is here, actually.
Okay.
Officers searched the school thoroughly, finding neither a victim nor a suspect. They also received over 50 phone calls from concerned parents asking what was going on. But it wasn't until the next day that the truth would be uncovered.
My body cam's on.
Problem is, I don't think our freaking computer has.
Officers received a tip from another student who stated that she witnessed the phone call where someone made the threat to 911, all while on the school bus. Officers reviewed the footage to identify the student who made the call.
And that's Taylor, and that's Goldie.
So she sat by Goldie, so she lied about.
763
And this is where
Megan
we could be like, Morgan, who'd you sit by the bus? I'm gonna do one thing, hold on.
Your audio's not hard.
And they should do something nice for that kid who was brave enough to come forward. You know what I mean? Despite what her friends or so-called friends or other students may say or call her, or you know what I mean? Like, they need to do something real nice, because without that tip, they couldn't trace the call. So I hope they did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see her grab something from somebody.
So she brought her phone,
Yeah.
not Taylor's phone.
I hope he wasn't.
She's on the phone right there.
It's like she lying
It's at
for
45, so that's what?
13:45. That's 1:45. Just
This video's not gonna go long enough.
why did he do that?
She's on the phone, so.
I told him from.
No, she didn't even put in there until 2 o'clock.
Hello?
Hi, is this Roebuck? This is Tina.
This is who am I speaking with?
My name is Tina. I'm the Dean of Students here at. I also have Derek in the room, who is his assistant principal you may have spoken with before. So the reason we're calling you is because yesterday there was an incident in the community where there was a phone call made to an emergency line to 911 stating that there was a shooter at Centennial or a kidnapping at Centennial. Did you hear about that? And then the school went on lockdown?
No, I didn't. Centennial, no, I did not.
Okay. So the reason we're calling you is we have reason to believe that was the one who made that phone call off of another student's phone. Yes. So what we are hoping to do is we're hoping to bring into our office to speak with us about the incident with Officer Walton in the room. So we wanted to call you and offer if you wanted to come up here and be a part of that conversation with us. You're welcome to. We can wait until you're available.
Yes, I'm going to have to because I don't want you guys speaking to her alone.
Yeah, and that's okay. So we want her to share with us what she knows of the incident.
The scary part is the fact that she didn't even know about the lockdown. Forget what the kid did for a moment. The fact that the parent didn't even know that there was a lockdown that took place. Like, I feel like every parent should know that. If a lockdown takes place because of some type of incident at the school that your child is at, how don't you know about that? Like, that's a problem to me.
Yeah, and that's okay. So we want her to share with us what she knows of the incident. We can share kind of what information we have. So if you are free to come up here, that would be great.
Okay, what time do you guys need me there?
As soon as possible.
I'm gonna go this way. What? Are you the one that's gonna be questioning her? I got a couple of questions before she come in.
Yeah, you can ask me questions. I'm gonna let the school question her. I don't want her to feel like she's intimidated by anything.
I want to know what makes them believe that she made the phone call. I just want to get a couple of questions answered before she gets that.
Okay, so yesterday, how it's being broken down right now, and again, I'm going to give you this bit of information because I want to make sure things are fair, but at the same time, I don't want to. I'm not in the business of violating rights. I'm not that cop. That's why I'm here now. I'm trusted in this position.
Right.
So there were. It was your daughter and two other young ladies were riding the bus. These two young ladies even informed that your daughter had taken this one young lady's phone from her and then made the call.
Well, maybe on the bus, because I know she's been having an issue with taking this little girl's phone, so she does ride the bus with this young lady's phone that she's been taking.
Okay, understand.
Okay, I mean, is that she does ride the bus with the young lady before she been taken. And so that's kind of what I was thinking when I was looking at the time frame, and I said, could it have happened on the bus?
Yes. That's where,
We'll get to that.
yeah, so, yeah, we'll let,
So Yaku just gotta get filled in by them, okay? Like
and again, I'm not going to, I'm gonna let them ask the questions. I'm
But
gonna
we
be
want to
just a
get Morgan
listening ear,
down,
okay?
because we want to talk to her too. I'm sending you share, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him before she had came just to get clarification.
officer.
And so, okay, so the little girls.
Don't she sound like the type of mom that is gonna get that child a good whooping right there if she figures out that she did it? Like, she seems like she might not be. I don't know, but I'm just judging by the voice. She might. Hey, that cop might need to be in between that child and that parent. You know what I mean?
And so, okay, so the little girls are saying that this call.
Yeah, we're waiting on the camera footage from the bus also.
Okay, that was
So there's camera footage from the bus.
Okay.
We're
There's
an
also
audio
waiting
recording.
on
okay.
an
That was
audio
gonna
recording.
be my next question, because how do you guys know for sure that she made it? I mean, you know,
That's why we're doing this whole
right?
process.
You know, kids always say something, you know,
Yes.
and you know,
And we
I don't
haven't
want
talked
to
to
no
her at
point
all
to
yet,
blame,
so.
right? So you know, but I know my child too. Tell the truth.
We
You know,
will
you have
get
to
the
be honest.
footage, yeah.
And that was gonna be my next thing, because I know stuff like that doesn't lie. So I wanted to know about a video recording or
looking for
the
you, but
audio call.
everything kicked off.
I think that they,
Because like I said, I know my child's voice too.
sure.
And I know
So-
y'all will probably know her voice too.
Again, we know
Do
that
you
kids
wanna
can mask
play
it.
Yeah.
In here,
Yep, I can play it right
Or do
now.
you think? Yeah. No.
so too.
So this is,
I am gonna go check my email to see if they sent the footage. Is that okay?
Of course.
I'll be right back.
it's loading right now.
Champaign County 911, hello? Champaign 911, hello? Champaign County 911, hello?
And again, it went out for a while because she was just quiet. Then it came back after a while. It continued to play out for a while. She was on the phone.
So did she say something?
Yeah, originally starting off, yes. So here's more. Saying help, please. And it goes out for a while again.
I think what's gonna be most telling is the yellow bus camera footage.
That right there sort of sounds like her voice.
It does.
That
Salute to the mom for being honest about the whole situation. I felt like she would be. You know what I mean? She didn't give off that was gone. You know, that's always a tricky spot anyway, because that's your child, so you want to protect your child, and you think you're doing the right thing at the time. You think you are by saying, that ain't her. That ain't her. You know what I mean? You think you're doing the right thing, but you're actually not. So salute to her for actually saying, yeah, that sounds like my child's voice. That sounds like it's her.
that sounds like her
I mean,
voice. I'm just gonna be honest.
She's got a squeaky little voice.
I'm
You
just
and I
gonna
both
be
know.
honest. Yeah,
So-
that sort of do sounds like her voice. I wish she would have spoke more to where I can say yes, that's definitely
Yes.
her. But that
Yes.
does sound like her voice.
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
just gonna be honest.
Yeah, there's more that comes in now because the other young ladies were explaining that the phone would go on mute. She'd sit it down for a while and laugh, then come back and take it off and say something else.
From the school's perspective, it will be what we call 10 pending. She'll be suspended 10 days out of school pending an expulsion. The rest, the admin team, we will meet. We go through a form. Each of us, we don't talk, we just sit and we write, like somebody will explain the situation, I'll explain the situation. We will go through it, we're gonna mark a rating system, we're gonna discuss it as an admin team, and potentially take it to the Board of Education for expulsion.
And expulsion is from Unit 4 schools, all Unit 4 schools, or just Champaign Central?
It will be all Unit 4 schools. Is that that's why we call it pending, because it's pending.
Yes,
May not
pending.
there.
I get
May
it.
not
I
get
get it. I know.
But that
it may can come to that.
That
and
is
it may not.
likely. That is likely what will happen due to this severity of the
Yeah.
situation, right? Both schools had to lock down yesterday.
Yeah, that
And then our teachers were coming to
Yeah.
us about why didn't we get more information, and
Yeah,
then it's like then Centennial had to send messaging out to their
Right.
entire family. So
Yeah.
that is so. I'm guessing she's gonna be coming here soon.
Yeah, I'm not questioning that. I know that is very serious.
So.
Again, salute to the mom. Salute to the mom. We always bashing the bad ones. We don't never salute the good ones. So salute to the mom for understanding where this is headed. Her being expelled from probably all surrounding schools, like not getting this is what's the consequence. Salute to the mom, because again, a lot of moms would be like, oh my God, please, what can you do? Oh, this, that. Don't do this to my child. This is my child. And this, like, most people wouldn't. She's owning what her daughter did and the consequences. Again, most parents ain't doing that. Salute to her.
I know that is very serious.
Thank
Hello.
you. I'm gonna put this over it. Has Dr. G come back yet? Okay, she is. Is Tiffany still in there? Okay. Do you want to sit in the comfy chair? Or you want to, just okay. Please, okay. Hi. Sorry for all the chaos that's ensuing right now. So you're here because there was something that happened yesterday. While you were on the bus, a phone call was made to emergency about a possible shooter or kidnapping happening at Centennial. Do you know anything about it?
Wait, real quick, if you don't mind. When you answer, you need to be truthful. So besides, like, there's two pieces to this, right? You could have messed up. There's a certain level of help that we can give you, even if you mess up, as long as you tell the truth. If you lie, it just makes it so much harder for all of us to help you. The other thing is, it is really easy to remember the truth and to tell it because we lived it. Where we get in the weeds sometimes, where we have a hard time, is when we lie, because we never actually lived the lie. So sometimes our stories can all over the place because we forget the lies we tell. Okay, Morgan, you understand that?
Yes.
It is very important for you, not us, for you, to tell the truth. Okay? And trust us that we'll give you whatever level of help we can. That doesn't mean you're not going to take your looks for any sort of discipline. Just please be honest with Mr. Wardall, okay?
So, and we're working on getting recordings, audio, video, but we identified what phone the call came from. We have a recording of the actual phone call itself. We have video and audio on all the buses. So do you know anything about a phone call that was made to emergency stating that there was something happening at Centennial?
No, me and my friend she was just prank calling restaurants and stuff on the bus.
Who's your friend that you were with? Okay. So calling restaurants from whose phone?
Hers.
Okay. Was there anyone else on the bus with you guys that you're sitting by?
No.
Okay.
Them other kids that go here.
Okay. Was there anyone else prank calling? Using their phone to make calls?
No. The only people that's on their phone is your.
Okay. Did you make any phone calls?
No. I was talking to Taylor.
Okay. But nobody else on the bus? So I'm going to be honest. People on the bus have identified that you were also making phone calls and that you borrowed a girl's phone to make phone calls. Why would they say that about you?
I didn't use nobody else's phone. The other time that situated with Mr. Ely talking to me about the girl phone, I never used her phone again.
Who was that girl?
She got it.
All right, now this is where I'm looking for. Hey, Mom, I done gave you all these props, right? Saluted you several times. This is where I'm looking for the mom to step in and be like, because most moms would have been like, hey, if you got something and you need to tell these people the truth. If you did it, like, I'd have been scared. Like, when the lady came in the door and the girl was sitting in the other chair and she told her, no, you can sit over there, I'd have been like, I ain't going there, my mama. Man, take me to jail. I'd have rather wanted to go to jail than be in the room dealing with this situation with my mama there. What? Man, take me to jail. Now, officer, just take me to jail. Lock the door. Hurry up. Like, hey, mom, step in at any moment.
DJ.
Okay. Does she ride the bus with you?
Just in the mornings.
Okay, she doesn't ride the bus with you in the afternoon. Interesting. So,
Can we confirm again what?
That phone actually was pinging around the Centennial area at the time the phone call went off, and it also would show that if the person was not at Centennial, they were either walking by or either on a motor vehicle that potentially would have been going past and or stopped there.
so while these kids are making prank phone calls on the bus, you didn't hear anybody call an emergency. You're saying you did not make any phone calls.
No.
Okay. We do have 2 reports from 2 different kids that you were the one that made the phone call from another student's phone.
And very shortly we are going to be getting bus footage that has audio.
Which is why we really need you to be honest.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm just a little concerned with your lack of eye contact with any of us. Not going to make any assumptions. Just telling you what I know from doing this job for a bit. Okay?
I'm going to also chime in with just by the way your breathing posture is as well. Your carotid artery is chopping out the side of your neck. Your chewing pattern, your gum changed, and your breathing pattern also changed. I'm not going to pry and pick and probe anything out of you, but the thing is if you are honest, and again, I'm not even asking any questions. If you are being honest right now and up front, it's going to look a lot better than when we grab camera footage and it shows you doing it. That's what I want you to understand. I want you to see right now that because we're getting camera footage from the bus. Camera footage is going to be here. I don't want you to sit there and say, no, I didn't do this. And then we get camera footage and we play it in your face and in your mom's face, and it's showing that you're doing it, because it's going to just make you look like a liar at that point. I understand the fear of understanding what you did and may have figured like, okay, this was wrong. But at the same time, you got to understand, you're going to live with that guilt continually. You're going to continue to live with that guilt. And especially knowing that you could have let it off your chest, you will relax and be at ease a lot better.
And remember, I always tell you to tell the truth, no matter how bad it may seem.
We are going to want her to write a statement.
Yeah.
So is it okay if I get you a statement form and you can write what you know of the incident, what happened on the bus yesterday afternoon, how you were involved with it or not involved with it? Okay.
I think my clipboard's still in your office, so.
It probably is. Want me to call again?
Please. They're all okay out there? As okay as they can be?
We got people, we got good people.
Oh. Minutes. Well, I guess we don't even need video.
What was the time and date the incident occurred?
Also, it happened on September 9th, 2024, in between 1:59 and 2 o'clock p.m.
She needs that. She be cool. Okay, though.
This way?
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was gone, because that's a serious crime. It's a serious crime. I was wondering when they were going to get to that. I knew it was coming, but you know what I mean? Like, I was wondering, and the mom is handling it very, very well. Kudos to her. Again, like I said, we beat them down when they don't, and they do everything else wrong, but yeah, she handling it, and she just got to walk it through with her daughter.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Sheesh, man.
The student was eventually arrested and charged with making false reports. I'm sure she won't be faking any kidnappings anytime soon. The case is still pending, and she has also been permanently expelled from her high school. Leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time.
Like I said, no judgment though, because I done some dumb things in high school. This one here, you know what I mean? And that was I was in high school right around the time where prank calls and people were looking up in the phone books. I know phone books and getting numbers. That's when they do. Can you imagine remember like there used to be a time when everybody's in a time where we worried about people getting our identities being hacked and different things like that. You think back in the day, like your phone number, address, and everything was like public in a phone book directory, right? Was the address there? I can't remember, but I know the phone number was there. The name, the full name, the number, like came a long way. But again, man, this is a crazy one. This one is you should definitely sit down and watch with your kids. If you watched it by yourself without your kids, watch this one with your kids and let them know the seriousness of different things like this, them doing this and what could happen. Y'all be safe though.